Alright, so hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode in Minecraft Beta. And today we are going to be building a watchtower. So I guess without further ado, let's get this Let's Build episode started. And I am going to start by just building the main outline of the watchtower because I know that's not the most interesting to watch. And while I build this, I just want to say welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all very much for stopping by. It really means a lot to me for you guys to be coming by my channel and spending your time with me. So thank you all very much. And if you have a video idea or a build idea for this Minecraft world, please let me know in the comment section below. And the reason I say that is because this video was actually requested to me by one of my subscribers. So if you want your chance to be in a video and to have your build in my world, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section down below. And with all of that said, I'd like to move on to my next point, which is another thing that I like to talk about in my Let's Build series. It's just that I hope you're all having a very, very good day today, and if you're not, well, I hope your day gets better. As some of you may know, this series on my channel, this Let's Build, is mainly just meant as a way for me to interact and talk with my community, and it's a fun thing that I like to do in this world. Here, creeper. Can't sneak up on me, buddy. Once you play beta for over 2 years, you understand that any footstep is a creeper. Because they actually don't make any noise. So, if you hear something in beta, it's most likely a creeper. That's just what I know from playing this so much. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the design for this watchtower. I want it to look very rustic. I want it to look like how a fire watchtower could look. That is the sort of design that I am going for in this build. So I'm starting here with just a rough outline of the outside, and then I'm going to build a staircase going around to loop everything back together. And then the top area I'm going to build to look like a fire watchtower. And I'm not sure about you guys, but I actually have this big fascination with watchtowers. I just think that they look incredibly cool, and honestly, I've definitely fantasized about living out in a forest by myself for the summer and living this sort of lifestyle. Now, it's definitely not for everyone, and I don't think I would want to be a part of Firewatch for a very long time, but I don't know, something about just the mountainous view has always resonated with me, and I think this would just be a fun job to have. So, if you would like to be a fire watch one day or have any fun stories, please let me know. I would love to hear all of your guys' stories in the comment section down below. And if it sounds like I'm rambling, it's probably because I am. This part of the build I knew wasn't going to be that entertaining, so because of that, I decided to just fill the silence of the building process with some of my own thoughts. But with that being said, it looks like... Oh, kind of surprised I'm not dead. It looks like this part of the build is done. So let's get some bread. That's a fence. And let's see what this looks like. Oh, I like that a lot. That looks good. I might put 2 more pieces here. No, I kind of like the more open design. I don't want this to be too big, so I think this is a good design right here. And then on this side is where I want to put the staircase. So we can probably start it just about here, I'd say. And let's just take this and wrap it around the outside. Just like so. And then here we can just do a corner piece like so. And then we should be at the top. Yeah. And then since this is a fire watchtower, I need this whole section to wrap around the entire building. I'm gonna try and sleep before it gets too dark, because I don't want zombies to spawn. Perfect. Alright. Let's make ourselves a crafting table. Put this down here, and then I'm actually just gonna take these wooden planks and just wrap them around the side of the building. Just like so. I'm hoping that this will give off the vibe that I'm looking for. I wasn't planning on making this watchtower too big, but I saw the design of, well, I don't even want to call it a design because it was a forest, but I saw the layout of this forest and I just knew that the way it wrapped around really made me want to build a watchtower here. Because with this whole foresty area, it's nice to just have some spot above it to build. And now that that's done, I'm gonna make the floor in here. I was gonna do cobblestone, but I might just keep it wood. Honestly, I think that might be the best for the aesthetic I'm going for. I think I'll do an outline of cobblestone, and then the middle will still be wood. Perfect, and then we can do this kind of wooden checker pattern almost. Perfect, and then these are going to be the 4 walls. I have 52 fences. I think I have more down below. Let me see. I believe I have more fences. Yes, perfect. And I have red wool. I'm actually going to use that instead of cobblestone. I did not think I brought this wool over, but since I have it, I would much rather use that instead of the cobblestone. Which is funny, because most of the watchtowers I looked up for inspiration with this video were all made out of wood. which I guess makes sense if you're in the middle of a forest. But I feel like building out of wool and wood is not a very good idea in the middle of a forest. But I digress. Let's grab this, put these back for now. Don't need any of those. Okay, so the fences, I might make this one wide. Now let's do two. Let's do two, and let's just do a quick staircase up, and then this we're all going to connect with the fences. And then same thing up here. Should I make this one wide? No, we'll do two. We'll make it look like a large watchtower up top. And then we'll have a very, very nice and cozy interior. I think that's what my plan is going to be. Oh, this is going to be up close and personal with this tree. Which I guess makes sense. If you're in the middle of the woods, you should be at least kind of close to nature. Alright. Can I put a block here? Oh, I can. Perfect. Alright. So let's get started. Let's just put down a very small layer of fences. And then after these are down, I'm going to start work on the interior. And perfect. Next, let's wrap this all around with wood. And then this will be where the door is. Move these up. And then this whole area, all of the walls are going to be glass. Perfect. We'll take the wood. We can wrap this around again. And then I believe I'm gonna do wooden slabs for the roof. Kind of give it this overhang. I actually think I can just use normal wood here. If I just use normal wood and then have it like so. This is actually fine, I think. Yeah, this looks good. And then once this is done, I'll take the rest of these slabs and wrap them around the edge. Just to make this look a little nicer. Oh god. Break this one. And then finally on the inside, I'm gonna do a glass ceiling. Perfect. And I believe I left my bookshelves down here. I did. Let's grab all of this and let's do a quick interior design, and then we should be good to go. Let's put all these torches down. Nice. This is a very, very nice view of my world from up here, and I hope that this tower looks good from afar. Alright, let's put the crafting table down in this corner. Let's grab a wooden door. Do I have my cobblestone? I do. Because we are going to need some furnaces, as does every Minecraft house. We're going to make ourselves some chests. We need a little desk area, which I think I'll put in this corner here. Just do a nice desk. We'll put our bed into a bookshelf. Over here can be our kitchen area and storage. And then I would put maps in the center here, but we don't actually have those. So I can just do the table. It's usually in the middle for cartography. Put down a jack-o'-lantern just for decoration. And then we can also put down a little fern. Actually, we can't do that. I was thinking the fern would look nice, but it would block our view, which would actually defeat the purpose of being out here. Oh, that kind of looks like a fire out in the distance. I really like that one. Let's put down some paintings. Perfect. And then we'll do 2 more on this. Come on, there we go. Alright, let's do another bookshelf. Just because I feel like you're gonna need to read a lot if you're up here. We can actually do 1 more bookshelf here. And then just move the jack-o'-lantern over. I think that's this interior done. With that being said, I believe, as the sun starts to set, the fire watchtower is done. So, I would like to thank you all very much for watching and stopping by. And with that being said, I shall see you all in the next video.